Today on the Dutch Miller Auto Show.
He gets up, is he'll go to the bathroom and he brushes his teeth. And the teeth brushing makes him make this noise like this. Ah!
I've got a gag reflex.
I'm not kidding you guys. Anytime that we are traveling on the road and I have a room right beside Wes's, I know what's going to happen. And that is at some point in time at about 6:27 in the morning, I'm going to hear, ah! Ah!
It's the Dutch Miller Auto Show. Entertaining West Virginia for over 15 years. With your host, Chris Miller and Wes Thompson. Recorded on location right here in Huntington, West Virginia. And now, Chris and Wes.
We're back.
Hey, this seems somewhat normal.
We're sitting beside each other.
Light at the end of the tunnel here, man.
Yeah. By the way, I'm Chris Miller along with
Wes Thompson.
And this is the Dutch Miller Auto Show. We are the area's only car dealership that has up to 1,000 vehicles in stock at any given time. Plus, we have between 400 and 600 cars priced below $250 a month for you always. We are a car dealership group that has Chevrolet and Hyundai in Huntington, Kia dealership in Barboursville, West Virginia, a Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram dealership and a Kia dealership in South Charleston, West Virginia, a Subaru dealership in Charleston, West Virginia. Plus, we've got other locations outside of the state, but that's what we are currently representing in West Virginia. And we love selling cars and we love having a good time. And there are some very, very interesting times in front of us right now. And we just wanted to be in front of you guys like we normally are to talk about them.
And Chris, before we get started, one of the things I want to say is I'm really proud of the message that we've put out over the last couple of months. I mean, I think we were really responsible with the social distancing. I think we were very sensitive to it. And, you know, I'm not calling out any other car dealerships. I just really feel like I saw what else other people were advertising, and I really thought we did a responsible job of trying to protect both the employees, the team there at Dutch Miller, and then all the customers, be it in car sales with the zero contact, and then of course with the service department with the drop-off option and that.
Yeah, so we've moved out of most of that, but let me just tell everybody what we did and how we did it. We knew immediately when the COVID thing started that we needed to adapt, and that's one of the most important things you can do as a business owner. So the first thing we did is we divided our sales team and our service teams into two different teams, Team A and Team B. Team A worked Monday through Wednesday, Team B worked Thursday through Saturday. We had less people there, plus then we allowed for zero contact sales, zero contact service drop off. We also had people that would deliver vehicles to customers in case they wanted to interact all entirely online and buy their vehicle that way. And what's funny is we probably sold about 4 cars a month per dealership, about 5 dealerships in West Virginia. We sold about 4 cars per month that way. The rest of the vehicles, that we sold all were the good old-fashioned way where people came into the dealership.
But still honoring social distancing rules.
Still, absolutely.
And you were having all the dealerships sanitized multiple times.
Correct.
And I mean full sanitized. And then you also had this really cool, unique, I think you were the only dealer in the area that had it, if I'm not mistaken, correct me, but you had like the fogger.
Yeah, it was a deatomizer that's basically a fog machine, and yes, only dealership in the area that had that. You put that into a vehicle, let it run for 60 seconds, and it totally sanitizes the inside of a vehicle with a non-chemical fog. So really cool stuff. We had that available for before and after test drives. We still do now to keep everything sanitary. We still are going through excessive screening. We have plastic shields up for certain employees to make sure that the distance is set, but we are open full speed ahead for business. And as West Virginia opens back up again full speed ahead for business, we're one of the businesses that have adapted to be able to provide you with anything and everything that you need. Really, basically, it boils down to whatever you need, we got it. If you need to buy a vehicle online, if you are a high-risk person that doesn't want to interact with anybody, we will deliver the vehicle to you. Everything will be sanitized, and you can buy your car that way. You interact with us online through an online form submission, and then we'll handle everything from there, help you pick out the car that you want, and communicate with you through phone, text, and email, and help you buy
video walk around.
Video walk around. Yes. Yeah. Or if you'd like to come into the dealership, we can handle it however you would like. No matter what, We're here to make sure that your buying experience is comfortable and it's exactly what you need as a customer.
And if you come into the dealership, you can still expect to have one of the safest experiences in the tri-state.
Yeah. Plus, service-wise, we have zero contact drop-off available for service still. We do have most of our customers now just bringing their vehicles straight up like the good old days, but all of those options are available in case you do want to maintain a social distance, and we're here to take care of you. If you want to have your vehicle serviced underneath a zero contact policy, we can do that. We can communicate with you with phone and text, and we can have your vehicle cleaned up and ready for you to pick up and minimize your contact. And if you want to come into our waiting room and sit down and wait, it's going to be cleaned every single day. And if you want to interact with our employees, then that, option's available too. It's full speed ahead at Dutch Miller Automotive, and we are doing anything and everything we can to make sure that each individual has a catered buying experience for their needs.
Well, and Chris, with the kind of message that we put out, people know us for being a little bit wilder with our commercials. They're never hesitant to give us social media feedback.
Yeah.
And the last couple of months, the feedback that we got was they were really praising, saying thank you for the responsible message. And then of course, the Tiger King spot came out. And by the way, still positive, but a different version of positive.
So I try to stay on top of everything that's happening inside of our business, and sometimes just because of the time frame, it becomes a little daunting. Most of the time when we do a commercial like Tiger King, we expect a lot of negative feedback, and we may or may not be asking for it. I was blown away by our Tiger King response, which is we barely got any negative feedback at all. I still have about 4 or 5 people that I still need to call to talk to about it, just in doing my regular, because we do sometimes get voicemails, and I try to follow up with all of them. But it's been incredibly small, and it was incredibly positive, and I think it was just people were ready to laugh finally after all of this.
It was also, in the history of Dutch Miller on social media, it was the largest response we've ever gotten for a commercial. And that's saying something considering some of the stuff we've put out over the years.
Hands down. I mean, absolutely hands down. It got more response and feedback into the Bob Ross spot that we did, which is saying something.
Yeah. No, it was fun.
So let's talk cars real quick. So we have several dealerships throughout West Virginia. Like I said, we have a Chevrolet store and a Hyundai store in Huntington, a Kia dealership in Barboursville, West Virginia, a Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram and a Kia dealership in South Charleston, West Virginia, and a Subaru dealership in Charleston, West Virginia. And one of the cool things is because of the amount of new cars that we sell with friends and family pricing for everyone, we get an unbelievable amount of trade-ins. And what happens is because we sell by such a high volume of our new vehicles, we want to make sure our customers have a great deal right up front and don't have to go to the up and the down and the back and the forth, which also means then we get a lot of vehicles traded into us.
Right.
And so we have a huge pre-owned vehicle inventory. And what that means is you don't have to go to the Honda store to buy a Honda. You don't have to go to the Toyota store to buy a Toyota. You don't have to go to the Ford store to buy a Ford. All of these vehicles are readily available and at your fingertips. All you have to do is go to DutchMillerAuto.com. So I'm going to go to DutchMillerAuto.com and I'm going to click on used vehicles. And then I'm going to go to any year and I'm going to search make. And it will have all of the different makes that we have in stock currently and the number of them right here along the side. And we've got a BMW, we've got a couple Cadillacs, we've got Fords, we've got GMCs, we have Hondas, we have Hyundais, we have Jeeps, we have Kias, we have Lexus, we have Lincoln, we have Maseratis. I mean, that's crazy, by the way. We've got Subarus, we've got Toyotas. So I'm going to click on a couple of unique ones here. I'm going to click on Honda, I'm going to click on Toyota, I'm going to click on Mercedes-Benz and Maserati. And we're just going to search these real quickly, and I'm going to show you that not only do we have an unbelievable selection of certified pre-owned Kias, pre-owned Subarus, all of the pre-owned Jeeps you could ever imagine, but we also have some very unique cars for what you're looking for. And here is a Honda Pilot, a 2019 Honda Pilot. That is an excellent minivan. That's like a brand new car. Here's a 2019 Toyota Corolla. Here's a 2019 Toyota Tacoma. There's a Toyota RAV4. There's a Honda HR-V EX. I mean, that's a heck of a little car for $13,000. That's a $250 a month car payment right there. And that's a 2018 model. Here's a 2018 Toyota Highlander. Here's a 2017 Maserati Ghibli S.
Do you think you pronounced that right? I'm willing to bet you did. I mean, I'm seeing it, but you never know. It could be something completely bizarre.
We'll go with it.
Somebody at home's like, the G is silent.
Yeah.
It's an Ibli.
So we also, a 2017 Honda Pilot EX, a 2017 Toyota RAV4. I mean, it just goes on and on and on and on. Here's a beautiful 2017 Toyota 4Runner. All these vehicles, you don't have to go to the Honda store to buy a Honda. Here's a 2017 Mercedes-Benz E300. That's a nice car. You don't have to go to these dealerships to buy these cars brand new. You can save thousands and buy them right here at Dutch Miller Automotive.
Chris, real quick, one of the things I don't want you to glaze past is it's not an accident that your prices on these vehicles are lower. If people search the same vehicle within a certain amount of miles, what they're going to find is that your prices are better, but that's not by accident. You're actually using tech to figure that out, correct?
So we use a detailed software system that analyzes every vehicle like the one that we have in a 250-mile radius and allows us, based on the condition and the miles, to price our vehicle so competitively that, it makes it super, super easy for our customers, because they know when they're looking at our pricing online and they cross-reference it with how it's priced everywhere else, we're going to be less expensive and provide the absolute best value.
I had a buddy who came from Maysville, Kentucky to get a Jeep from the South Charleston store because he went online and looked at all the different numbers and found the vehicle he wanted, and it was the best deal all the way up in South Charleston from him, from Maysville, Kentucky, which is
Lexington
remarkable.
Market and all that other stuff. Here's a 2012 Honda Odyssey Touring for $13,000. That is a heck. This is at our Subaru dealership in Charleston. That is a heck of a deal and a heck of a van, and those things last forever.
Reliable vehicle, good family vehicle, and $13,777 right now on a Honda Odyssey. That's
Absolutely.
pretty cool.
Speaking of family,
Yep.
first question of the day. What time is bedtime?
For the kids, 9. Well, not during the summer, but during the school year, we get them to bed by 9. My wife's in bed by 6 p.m. No, I'm just kidding, but that feels like it sometimes. She's in bed, we'll call it 10, and then I get in bed around 11 and fall asleep around 1.
Yeah.
I just sit there and watch movies or something.
Oh, God. So I've got 3 kids. I've got a 13-year-old boy who wants to stay up until dawn, and he's not allowed to do that. His bedtime over the summer will probably be 11:30 or so on a consistent basis. That's about fair, right? I've got an 11-year-old son who thinks he's as cool as the 13-year-old and wants to stay up as late as him. But he has one of those natural clocks where at 9 o'clock he's putting himself to bed, and he will be up at 5 a.m. every morning like clockwork. Then my daughter, who is the life of the party, we try to get her to bed. She's 7. We try to get her to bed between 8:30 and 9 every night like clockwork, because she needs her rest, because she is super happy and bubbly all the time as long as she has a good night's sleep. So that's kind of the lowdown to the middle household. Mine varies dramatically based on workouts and work and what's happening. My wife likes to be in bed by 9 o'clock and asleep before 10. I like to be in bed around the same time, and I'd love to fall asleep at 10, but sometimes it just doesn't work out that way for me. Some of the best sleep, in my opinion, is from 10 a.m. to 4 a.m. That's like, if you can fall asleep then like that window right there, that's just the sweet spot.
I thought you were getting ready to say some of the best sleeps from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
No.
I was like, yeah, hey, now you're talking.
But it just doesn't work that way, and some nights my mind's racing and I'm thinking about all the responsibilities and stuff we've got at work and other things that I need to solve the next day, and it just doesn't shut off until midnight. But other nights I try to get to bed early, and I have been known to keep a notepad by my bedside table to take notes and look through stuff that I've got for the next several days and weeks. And my wife will wake up in the middle of the night and go, "Why are you writing things down?" But that's just life, right? So I enjoy going to bed early and waking up early, but it just doesn't work out that way all the time.
I go to bed, no matter how late I go to bed, I still end up getting up early. I always wake up nervous, like I've left something on or I'm in trouble for something. I always wake up at like 6 a.m. like I'm irresponsible, I've missed something. I haven't, and I wish I could just go back to sleep, but that doesn't work.
Knowing Wes and spending the years with him that I have, he wakes up with a riddle of anxiety, worried that something's not in order.
That is right.
So he no matter what time he goes to bed, it's going to wake up like this, oh God, and then his heart's racing, and it's 120 beats a minute at the very first thing, and he's got sweat on his upper lip, and then he's like looking around like this, and then he kicks his legs out of bed and gets up. And I've stayed in a hotel room beside him, by the way, and one of the things that always wakes me up in the morning, no matter what time he gets up, is he'll go to the bathroom and he brushes his teeth. And the teeth brushing makes him make this noise like this. Ah! I've got a gut.
I've got a gag reflex.
I'm not kidding you guys. Anytime that we are traveling on the road and I have a room right beside Wes's, I know what's going to happen, and that is at some point in time at about 6:27 in the morning, I'm going to hear ah, and it is Wes Thompson brushing his teeth. It's going to happen like clockwork. And that's just the way it is.
The very first time that it happened, we were in Vegas, and you said, "Hey, man, you feeling okay?" And I go, "Yeah, why?" And you're like, "Well, I heard you being sick this morning." And I was like, "Oh no, that wasn't me being sick. That was me brushing my teeth, and I have a severe gag reflex."
That's normal.
And then we had a friend near us that was like, "No, that's true. That's what he's being real." No, it's not okay. And by the way, Chris is not the only person who laughs about that. Basically, any of my friends or family that are watching this right now. They wait for any vacation. Like, here goes Wes. Now let's watch him gag. Yeah,
I'm not laughing at you though. I'm laughing with you.
with me. Yes, it is. It's yeah.
TV go again.
Luke, you must go to Dutch Miller Kia. There you will learn of friends and family pricing from the same sales associate that assisted me.
Ben, but I need a low payment.
For a limited time, Luke, get a 2017 Sorrento starting at just $259 a month. I have to go now. I have a beard grooming appointment. Bye-bye.
Ben. At Dutch Miller Jeep, we've adapted our processes to serve you any way you need. If you're looking to make a purchase with a near zero contact experience, you can start your online journey now at DutchMillerJeep.com. If you choose to come into the dealership, we offer one of the safest, most sanitized experiences in the area.
During the Drive Forward event, make no payments for 90 days on all brand new Jeeps, and for a limited time, get 20% above fair market value for any trade.
Only at the #1 Jeep dealer in the state of West Virginia, Dutch Miller Jeep of South Charleston. Now that things are kinda getting back to normal, there's 3 things I can't wait to do. Belly up at my favorite watering hole and enjoy some sarsaparilla. 2 words, mani-pedi. And check out all the new inventory at Dutch Miller Ram of South Charleston.
Right now, during the Drive Forward event, make no payments for 90 days on any brand new Ram, and for a limited time, get 20% above fair market value for any trade.
Only at Dutch Miller Ram of South Charleston. Wes and Chris reporting to you live from the International Space Station as we scour the galaxy for a better deal than friends and family pricing.
That's right, Chris. We're also in search of any dealer willing to give more for any trade. At Dutch Miller, we're going 20% over fair market value from now until the end of the month. Plus, ask how you can get up to $1,500 trade assistance on select models.
Only at Dutch Miller Kia. Why are you upside down?
I don't know. I don't feel so good.
That's the thing about Kia. With their 5-star crash safety rating, I don't have anything to do. I mean, I'm just sitting around getting fat. You know what? I'm done. I need danger. I need to be needed in my job, and with Kia, I'm basically worthless. My grandfather, my father, both crash test dummies. I'm the laughing stock of the family.
Right now,
So, one of the other cool things is that the price range of vehicles that we have in stock, we do a lot of market research, and we know that there is a huge demand for cars priced less than $10,000 or priced less than $200 a month. And we have a whole bunch of them in stock. It just so happens that currently right now, I've got these all pulled up through our auto group in one page. And actually it's more than one page, it's 2 pages. But here's a 2018 Chevy Spark that's priced at $8,900. That's a $170, $180 a month car payment. That's incredible. Here's a 2015 Kia Optima priced at $99.95. I mean, that's a $200 a month car payment. That's incredible. There's a 2015 Soul. For some reason, the picture didn't come up because of the internet. It's priced at $79.95. Here's a 2015 Chevrolet Cruze LT priced at $6,700. I mean,
And Chris, one of the things I want to make sure people
that's
are understanding.
That's a $130 a month car payment.
As you roll through these vehicles that are sub $10,000, I want to remind everybody that every one of these vehicles goes through a rigorous inspection process. So you're talking about a clean vehicle, a reliable vehicle. So it's not, when you see that number, understand you're getting a choice new ride.
Here's a 2014 Kia Optima Hybrid EX for $88.99. It'll get you awesome gas mileage, and I mean that's a $170, $180 a month car payment. That's just That's great stuff. And so we have a whole selection of vehicles that are terrific if you're looking for the second car that gets great gas mileage to drive back and forth to work. If you're looking for, a car for your child to send them off to college, we've got all these vehicles right here. And all you have to do is limit your search down to a particular budget range, and all of these vehicles will pull up for you.
Well, while you're on a pre-owned Kia, and I'm not saying this is one of them, but you brought it up earlier, some of your pre-owned Kias are what's called certified pre-owned.
Oh, let's go
And
to
you'll
those.
see those on the website. And what I think is really interesting about that is what you're talking about is a certified pre-owned vehicle that has a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty.
Yeah, so we are the area's only dealership that can sell certified pre-owned cars, and at no additional charge to the consumer, give them a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Now, that's only with certified pre-owned Kias at Dutch Miller Kia in Barbersville and Dutch Miller Kia in South Charleston. But let's take a look at these really quickly. I'm clicking on our certified pre-owned, and all of them are going to come up. Here's some certified pre-owned Subarus. Let's go down to Kias. We'll get us a Subaru WRX. Now, all of these certified pre-owns through Subaru are exceptional in condition. They're all rigorously inspected and maintained. It's the same thing with certified pre-owned Chryslers. It's the same thing with any certified pre-owned vehicle that we sell. But the ones that are really, really, really impressive. Here's a 2018 Kia Niro. This is a nice vehicle, but it comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty from its in-service date, and that's at no charge to the consumer. That is an incredible, incredible value. It really is. You click on this vehicle and you realize that for $16,000, it's priced at $16,390, and that's a $250, $270 a month car payment. And you look at this thing. This is just incredible. It's in tip-top shape. It just got out of our detail department. It's like a brand new vehicle, and it comes with a warranty that you can't get on new cars unless it's a Kia.
And what was the price on this?
$16,390.
And Chris, we're down to about 3 minutes here on the show, and some things I just want to bring up real quick.
Yeah.
Number one Jeep dealer in the entire state of West Virginia. Number one Ram dealer. And number one overall CDJR, Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram
We're
dealer.
the number one Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram dealer
in the state of West Virginia. And the reason for that is friends and family pricing for everyone, which means you get the best deal right up front on every new Jeep or Ram every single time. I'd also bring up that your Kia stores in Barbersville and in South Charleston, both the new Kias all come with 20-year, 200,000-mile limited powertrain warranties. So think about that, 20 years, 200,000 miles. That's just unbelievable. And then don't forget, up at the Subaru store right now in Charleston, just some amazing incentives from the manufacturers. The new Ascent is wonderful. The 2020 Outback might be one of the most high-tech vehicles, safest vehicles, probably is the safest vehicle you will ever travel in.
So let's think about this from a value proposition really quickly. Right now, over the next couple of months, is going to be absolutely the best time of the year to buy a vehicle. You've had these factories shut down, businesses slowed down, and so not only do you have a lot of pent-up demand, but you've got a lot of manufacturers that are desperate to get back to selling vehicles because that's how they pay the bills. And so they are going to heavily incentivize all these new vehicles right now. So if you're ever looking for a brand new Subaru, you need to go to Dutch Miller Subaru in Charleston. If you're ever looking for a brand new Kia, you need to go to Dutch Miller Kia in Barbersville or Dutch Miller Kia in South Charleston. If you're looking for a brand new Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram truck, you need to go to Dutch Miller Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram in South Charleston. If you're looking for a brand new Chevrolet, you need to go to Dutch Miller Chevrolet in Huntington, or a brand new Hyundai, you need to go to Dutch Miller Hyundai in Huntington.
Or go to DutchMillerAuto.com
Sure.
and you can see all of it. And, Chris, I wanted to say something else too right now. The same thing that you were talking about in regard to COVID and in regard to inventory. Right now, you guys need some more pre-owned
Yes.
inventory. So there's probably never been a better time to get more money for your trade than right now. So it's a double whammy. Not only is it a great time, probably the best time this year to buy a new car, it's going to be one of the best times at Dutch Miller Automotive to get more money for your trade.
We're excited over the next 3 months or so because that's exactly right. There's going to be more people out looking because the deals are so incredible and the used car trade-in values are going to be off the charts. It's going to be a lot of fun to sell cars and to help people buy cars. It's the second largest purchase you'll ever make, and we want to be right there from start to end to make sure that you have a terrific experience no matter what your needs are. If we need to deliver the car to you, we'll do that. If you want to come in and hang out and laugh with us and get entertained, we'll do that too. We're going to make sure you have a great service experience, and that's what we do here at Dutch Miller Automotive. We sell cars and we service cars, and we want to make sure that you have the best experience ever.
I'm just glad to be back to some sense of normalcy.
Sounds good to me.
Folks, it's been the Dutch Miller Auto Show.
Thanks a lot for tuning in.
Chris, we've been doing this for a long time. People might be tired of us. Maybe it's time for new spokespeople.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Supermodels!
Sorrento for $219 a month. Optimus for $189 a month. Applesauce.
No, that's not going to work.
Let's not do that.
At Dutch Miller Chevy, we're here to serve you any way you need. If you're looking to make a purchase with a near zero contact experience, you can start your journey right now at DutchMillerChevy.com. We offer online text and chat, credit approval, video walkarounds, and appointment-only vehicle delivery. If you choose to come into the dealership, we offer one of the safest, most sanitized experiences in the tri-state. Right now, we're offering no payments for 90 days and interest rates as low as 0%. Also, for a limited time, take advantage of 20% above fair market value for any trade-in. Only at the home of friends and family pricing for everyone, Dutch Miller Chevrolet in Huntington. At Dutch Miller Subaru, we've adapted our process to serve you any way you need. If you're looking to make a purchase with a near zero contact experience, you can start your journey right now at DutchMillerSubaru.com. If you choose to come into the dealership, we offer one of the safest, most sanitized experiences in the area. Also, right now we're offering 20% above fair market value for any trade-in. Visit us today at Dutch Miller Subaru in Charleston.
For a limited time, get 0% financing for up to 63 months on select brand new Subarus.
Right now at Dutch Miller Hyundai, we have new vehicles arriving daily. And because of the market the last 3 months, we've got inventory that we must make deals on to create space over the next 20 days. This might be the best time in our dealership's history to buy a car. We've got no payments for 90 days on select models, interest rates as low as 0%, and for a limited time, we're offering 20% over fair market value for any trade-in. Go to DutchMillerHyundai.com or come in today to the home of friends and family pricing for everyone.
You in need of a vehicle or service, but need a virtual process to protect you and your family during social distancing? Well, guess what? We got it at Dutch Miller Kia. We got online text and chat, over the phone applications, video walkarounds, and appointment-only vehicle delivery.
Right now, take advantage of 120-day payment deferral and 0% financing on most models.
Friends and family pricing for everyone, even Carol Baskin.